Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
God damn. It is.
Wait, is it snow where you guys live?
Yeah.
How much you got? Nice. I miss the snow. We get about 1 or 2 a year. Last year we had like 3 or 4, but they said that was like record. Everything shuts down though when it snows here.
This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
No, how about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield
and
to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
They have limited field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike. Stop your whining. Check. Crunch.
I'm fucking killed. I'm killing these fucks.
48.
Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike, round 80. He's coming. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. 5 wide.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Croft.
Who, me?
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big
If I go
play
up
here
one more
for
score, I'm putting my back up in.
47 yards.
I ain't taking a risk.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had that huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yep. Yours is a 15. Okay, that's right.
Hey, box drop. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Here's Allen.
Oh my God!
But that's going to wind up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey, tight. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, me?
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
What playbook are you playing?
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP.
When I normally run,
like an extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it in the second half.
From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
What?
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. That strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Jackson,
you said Madden, who works at Madden?
Rolling to his right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Okay.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, he's honing in on his target.
I'm gonna eat something real quick. Booby message me if you have some.
Baltimore touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Dude, I have
Tucker
over
now to
100.
kick it away
Yeah,
following the
I have
touchdown.
a lot of yards. Plus, I have a ton of
And this
rushing.
will
I
not
have
be
over 100
returnable.
rushing
It's out of
yards.
the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
What happened?
I know, but
I wonder if, because you did a hurry up offense, I wonder if you were supposed to spike the ball. Is that what that was? I thought at
On
first I thought
4th
he
down
slipped
on
the
is
snow.
Corey Bojorquez to punt.
touchdown.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returning it is Moore.
Bears. The Bears.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game.
Well, this is by far my best game of the whole season.
And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
I'm not even running it much. I run it with the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Cook.
I don't run much.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
No, they did not just do this.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability
Why did they run it back on the kick return, 99 yards?
That one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
All right, time to bring it back.
Their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Chill out.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far.
I'm
and after
good,
that last
guys.
run,
Chill.
not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's more on the return. Very good return that time.
I'm not worried, and I'm the one playing.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
I got one with Matt Moore.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
45.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 33-yard line.
319. Ready? Tie home. 3 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
45-21
And that is
final.
much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play. And it'll bring up
287 passing yards.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
111.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jackson to throw.
Where's the pass interference? Come on, man. You can't even run the route.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. To return is McKenzie. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All right, you ready to play our 15-minute game?
48 for Mike. It's out of field.
To throw, it's Allen.
Thanks.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 48. Mike 48. Know your job. 48.
On 2nd and 12, Allen out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, as we just saw there, that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, your boots off out there. Did not.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Give me a second, Elo. I gotta put in a different kicker. All right, I'm ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm going to go make
First
dinner.
down,
I'll be
here's
back
the
in
run
20
with Cook.
minutes. This stank
And he's
comes
got
back.
some space here.
He's watching good.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I'll be back to play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 49.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Sound like where you just got goal.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I feel like Stone Stars and King got the rent.
They'll run with Cook.
Oh, the block! Come on!
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Check 43. Check.
Now Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Third and goal, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I don't know why this game's so fucking funny. I like playing.
Check. Hey, get the way.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Cook. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On second down, it's Cook down to the 30 after a gain of 3. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a run with Singletary. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
I said it's got to be the snow, man. You've missed. It was wide open.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback in the saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This will be caught by Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Not today, you are.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alert! 41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Allen to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Allen going to throw. Now a desperation throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A first down run, not going to give them a whole lot. Maybe a yard.
It looks like
just 1 yard there.
That
So they'll bring up
right
2nd
now.
and 9.
Here in a minute, I'm on 8 right now, cultivating that one.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
That's it. 49's the mic. 149. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Right there.
First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. To throw is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Check tight.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
Got him.
And able to find John Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30.
Good game, man.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long, see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
Is that you blinging over there?
So many passes.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good game, Milo.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?